Okay, our pecan bourbon chocolate pie is out of the oven. How nice that crust is. I'm gonna let it cool for about 3 hours before we get it packaged up and shipped to a customer and a really good friend in Wyoming. Okay, here we go. We've got one of our pecan pies getting put together. This is my homemade crust, homemade dough. As you can see, I always put it in a little bit thicker. I'm gonna have some beautiful pecans here. I've got a mixture ready to go. This is my entire egg mixture. For the bourbon part of it, I use Stillhouse American Finest. It's a really good bourbon to use in my pies. Plus, like I've said before, if you don't drink it, don't cook or bake with it. And in place of corn syrup, I like to use a good maple syrup. I've used this one before and really enjoy it. So we've got all that put together. And like I said, we're going to be doing a chocolate pecan bourbon pie with this one. So we're going to lay down some dark chocolate, just like so. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit in there. Spread that around nicely. Maybe just a little bit more. If you're going to have chocolate, make sure you know it's in there. Let's just put the rest of the bag. So we got that. And then we'll lay down some of our pecans. Not all of them, just some of them. And then, sorry, my mount broke, so I'm having to do this with one hand. Now we're going to put our egg wash on top. Just kind of let that soak in for a second. And what we'll do after that is mix it around just a little bit, and we'll put some more of our egg mixture on there. Okay, as you can see, we've got our pecan bourbon chocolate pie put together. I took some of my filling and I always brush around the edges because of course there's egg in it, so it has a nice egg wash. I'll put this in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes, and then I will cover up the crust so we don't get a burn on it. And then I will put it in there for another 15 minutes. Maybe 20, depending on how my crust is looking, because like I said, I always bake with a little bit thicker crust because it just adds so much flavor. I'm not going to give you the contents of my personal pecan pie because I believe I've perfected it, but I've showed you some ingredients that I use. I'm telling you, if you've never had a maple-based pecan pie before, you need to try it. It just tastes so much better than the corn syrup. So we're going to get this in the oven, and we'll be taking a nice video of it when it's done.